Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, my name is Ashley, and obviously if you're coming back, thank you for coming back. Today I'm just going to be doing a casual kind of get ready with me, my everyday routine that I've been doing, sort of minimal look. I'm also going to be using this new palette from M Cosmetics called Divine Skies. It's really, really pretty, and I just wanted to put it on the eyes today. Let me give you a little glimpse of what it does actually look like. I didn't take it even out of the package yet, but it's so cute. Look at the packaging. It just draws you in, and it says what it is on the back, Divine Skies, and inside is a mirror, and look at these beautiful, gorgeous shades. There's the shimmers in there, and there's the mattes. I like going for a very natural look lately, very soft, natural, a lot of cream products, and just, no lashes, that kind of thing. So if you want to see how I get my everyday look, subscribe if you are not already. I hope that you do like this video if you do end up liking it. And yeah, let's just go ahead and get started. The sun is impeding on me. I'm going to be taking for primer the Wander Beauty Glow Ahead Illuminating Face Oil. This is really comparable to I think the Barbara Stern drops that are like $150. And this is still, inexpensive compared to that, but expensive for the average consumer. So I recommend, I have this Essence Fresh and Fit, Fresh and Awake. But as you can see, this gives just a really nice glow to the skin. I've been loving that and loving a lighter coverage foundation overall. And then spot concealing where I have areas of redness or demarcation. So what I'm doing is taking the Pacifica, this is the full coverage lasting concealer. This is vegan, cruelty free, and I'm putting it on the areas of my face that have redness or, blemishes. I have some scarring, but I don't have blemishes, but I do have scarring. So I'm going to put that on now. Just blend that in prior to putting on my foundation. Now, if you guys complain that I'm talking too low, it is because I film when my daughter takes a nap. So that is why I talk really low. Now, I have really dark inner corner blue veins here, so I'm going to be taking my Becca Under Eye Corrector, and I really just focus that a tiny amount right there in this area. As you can see, it really, really brightens it up, and just a tiny bit is needed. You can even spread that out, further. That way, if, say, you have a pricey concealer, you don't want to use a lot of concealer, and it's a medium coverage, it's not going to cover that blueness in your eye, use the color corrector. Now there's a cheaper one, the Catrice color corrector, that I also recommend. I just happen to have this one that's my favorite in front of me, so that is why I have that. So I'm going to be taking the Bite Beauty Changemaker Supercharged Micellar Foundation, and I'm in the shade L40, and I just put that all over my face, not too much. And like I've explained before, I focus this on the areas of my face on the lower part and put just a tiny amount on my forehead, because I feel like that makes someone look really a lot younger instead of aging, because the forehead really doesn't need, unless you have a lot of acne or worries, it doesn't really need a lot of attention, I don't think, in my opinion. And I often use a long wearing foundation as an eye primer because I don't feel like an eye primer is absolutely necessary. I feel like a long wearing foundation will do just the same, and I find this Bite Beauty foundation to last a really long time with the powder, that is. So that is that, just blended on top of the skin. Really, really easy. Now I'm going in with the Charlotte Tilbury Contour Wand, my favorite. And I'm just going to put that in the areas that I need contour, just a little bit. Now this looks really scary, but don't be scared of it. It blends out really, really beautifully. in really easily, a little under the chin. And I'm just going to take that same sponge. This is a Real Techniques face and body sponge. As you can see, it blends out so quickly, and it's not going to leave, you know, dark streaks. It's not difficult to blend out. Very, very simple. It's an essential in my, you know, day-to-day life. Look how easy that blends out. There's really nothing to it. It adds the perfect amount of sculpt to the skin. And I just drag it down the neck to the natural contours of the neck. And there I am, sculpted. And then we're going to move into cream blush. So I'm going to be taking my NARS Orgasm cream blush, and I'm just going to take about like less than a pump of that. I'm like trying to figure out where to put stuff. I'm going to dab that on the cheek and the other cheek. You don't have to worry about this setting down super fast. A little across the nose, just on the high points of the face. Taking that same Real Techniques sponge, and I'm just buffing that into the skin. As you can see, this leaves a very, very glowy base. That's what I'm all about these days, the glow. Now for my highlight, I've been loving this CoverGirl. This is the Clean Fresh brand in So Guilty. It's really a nice stick. Why can't I find my word? Stick highlighter, duh. I take that right on the sponge and just apply it to the face. Do you see that? It's just that, it's a nice pale gold, and it really is very, very pretty for every day. It's not wham bam in your face. It's nice and subtle. And I just find that I really enjoy this look. Now what I do from here is I'm going to set everything down with the Bite Beauty powder now. So here's what the powder looks like. It says Bite on it, and I'm in the shade L2. I'm going to set everywhere except where I would put concealer. So I'm going to, and look, it doesn't take away from the glow, which is why I love this powder, and it adds just a little bit of extra coverage. So that is why I love this powder. For concealer, I'm going to be taking my Benefit Boing Concealer, the Cakeless Concealer in shade 3. And I don't really need a ton of this, just a little bit on the outskirts of the face. And for this, I like to take a brush. So I'm going to take my IT Cosmetics Love is the foundation brush, and I'm going to blend that out underneath the eye. I'm not so much into highlighting, you know, my face anymore, or having my concealer super duper light, like a lot lighter than my face. Not into that. I find that just a little bit of concealer will do, and it looks really perfected, and it looks much better in person. So for a powder that I'm going to be taking underneath the eye is a finely milled powder from Hourglass. I'm going to take the same brush that I've been using and just set ever so lightly underneath the eye. And obviously on my nose, I guess. The powder got there. And that is what I like to do for every day. Now we're going to get into the eyeshadow palette. Sorry about the light. This is driving me crazy. It's probably driving you nuts, but I'm going to take these shades here, the two blush and peach shades. They're the only mattes in the palette. I'm just going to add that to my crease. They're very pigmented, but I'm going for sort of a nice soft ethereal look today. I don't really want a lot of product on my eye. So just a nice wash of color on the top and the lower lash line. Now for the other eye. See how I have this one more defined than this one? I'm taking the brown in the palette, this dark brown here. Let's medium tone brown. And I'm going to just start at the outer lash line into that triangle, the V area, and carry it in toward my inner corner. And I'm going to place this about halfway on the lid and kind of marry that to the lower half of the lower lash line. Just like that. Easy peasy. All right, just with my finger, I'm taking this shade right here. It's sort of a darker shade here, but it's really pretty. I'll swatch these after for you. This palette is absolutely lovely. Pardon me. It screams bridal to me. And then I'm going to take this shade up here. It's a nice light shade, and place that on the inner corner of the eye. And then I'm also going to take that and put it into my inner corner and a little on the brow bone for some definition. Really nice and soft. Nothing too harsh here. I'm just going to do a winged liner. I know that sounds really, really scary, but I am. And I'm using the Maybelline Hyper Easy liner. What I'm going to do is just line the top, sort of not even toward the half, but barely outline that. I already messed up, so I guess we'll go in a little bit further, but no further than here. And I'm going to look straight ahead and draw that wing upward like that. Carefully pull it across. And fill in the gap. I'm gonna go do the same thing to the other side. All right, the sun really wants to come in now. I'm gonna be taking the LA Girl Perfect Precision lip liner in. This is Sugar and Spice, like always. I love this stuff. By the way, for lip prep, I'm using the Glow Recipe, that new lip pop, the watermelon. And then I'm going to pair this with the new Revlon lipstick in Untold Stories. It's this perfect pinky nude. I love this. Like, look at that. How perfect is that? It's so pretty. I just like this fresh face kind of look. And for my mascara, I just use the Maybelline Lash Sensational. And I'm going to be taking this Ofra Rodeo Drive Gloss and just putting that in the center of the lips. And then for setting spray, I'm taking the Fourth Ray Beauty Glisten Up Mist. Wow, that is an aggressive mister. But here's the final look, you guys, of just my everyday, kind of makeup routine that I've been loving, using lots of creams, lighter coverage, spot concealing where I need to, and I think it just looks very healthy, very radiant, and I don't look this sweaty. It is the setting spray drying. So yeah, you guys, that is the end of this video. Let me know down below, what is your preferred way to get ready? Do you go full glam, like all or nothing, or do you like to be somewhere in the middle, like here, where your skin looks like skin, you still can see imperfections here, and it's a lot less coverage, just lighter overall. I love that eyeshadow palette. It's really beautiful. The Bite Beauty, I was indifferent about it. I was like, it's kind of okay, but after a while of using it, it is really, really good, but only paired with the powder. That's the only way I can wear it to where it is wearable for me. But yeah, I'd like to know your thoughts down below. Subscribe if you are not already. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.